Howdy, this is Lee with 82 Gaming 12 here on YouTube channel Sons of Liberty 75. And I'm starting a new playthrough series, Fighting Formations, game designed by Chad Jenson and Kai Jenson. So there's 3 volumes out now. I guess you call them volumes. One is, well, I guess you still call it a volume, but it started with Fighting Formations of Großdeutschland Motorized Infantry Division, 2011. And this was by GMT Games. And the cover art there is the work of Roger B. McGowan. And we're going to miss him in the gaming industry, as well as Chad Jenson. Now, Kai has pushed forth and continued to develop this gaming system. And I believe that they've already started working on the next volume, which I don't know what that will be, but I did see that they were working on that. And so we've got that to look forward to. The second edition was the Fighting Formations Großdeutschland's Division's Battle for Kharkov. And that came out in 2018. And then just in the mail, just I don't know, a week or so ago, was Fighting Formations, the U.S. 29th Infantry Division. And I've been looking forward to this for quite some time. I was on the playtest group, but due to some scheduling conflicts and so forth, I wasn't able to do much to help them with the playtesting. I got the materials and I started working through, I believe it was scenario 11, I think was the scenario. And I kind of got bogged down with other things, and so I kind of let them down, I guess, in not getting my information back to them. But I think this is an outstanding tactical system for World War II. There's so much that's unique about this system that you will not find in other games. And this is my top tactical World War II system. This is what I play. And I'm looking forward to future endeavors. And it has some similarity to Combat Commander, which I have played. And I like this system. And so let's get to it. We're going to play the 0 scenario, which is the introductory scenario. And so everything's kind of set out for us. I've got some videos of some playthrough of the earlier volumes. So you might want to check that out if you want to see those played. But we're going to just jump right into it here. The order cubes are just 1 through 10. You're going to have the initiative pawn is at 1. So the Germans will activate first. Air support is in favor of the U.S. Okay. Command radius, the U.S. has a range of 3, the Germans 2. We come over here. Sniper is set on the U.S. side, and we start the turn on number 12 of the track, and the sudden death is set at 16. So we'll talk more about that as we go along. And the fate card is with the U.S. and the 2 asset cards, or the asset cards for each army, are here before us. So the Germans have 1 asset card to start, and the United States has 2. And so all of this is broken down for you in the scenario booklet. And GMT does an outstanding job, I think, in their scenario booklets, in the production of them. You see a similar design, basically like a template for the scenario booklets that they produce. And so that's what we have here. Now, it doesn't have, like some scenario booklets will have the map showed in the scenario booklet. The maps are not showed in this. It's just your units and tells you where they go. Well, sometimes it's telling you how many you get. Okay. Here, it's telling us what hex location they're going to start in. So both armies have 2 command chits. So that takes care of that. And of course, you got a multiple array of dice. You want to check out Joseph Balkowski's Beyond the Beachhead. And let's see, this is, Stackpole Books. Okay. This is an individual that was part of the 29th, and so it's very informative. And actually, there's quotes in the materials here provided in the game from Mr. Balkowski. And apologize if I'm mispronouncing that name. So it's going to come down to who controls the most objectives. Okay, these hexes that are outlined in red, those are objective hexes. And if you notice, they're along roadways. Okay, you want to control the roads into and out of territory. And so that's what we have there. And if you've been playing the earlier editions, you're wondering, well, what is this? That's a hedgerow. And so there are specific rules concerning hedgerows. So looks like we're going to have a pretty flat terrain here. So line of sight will be limited by the woods, the buildings, of course. Let's see here. Line of sight. So this is really, they call this bocage, okay, right here, which are hedgerows, but it's called bocage. So you played any game in the Western theater, then you understand what that is. And Bocage was had these hedgerows, and it's going to have a hindrance of 5. Okay, or hindrance of 3, or basically 3 cover. It's going to have three cover versus direct fire across the hex side. So it's going to provide cover and hindrance, but it does not block line of sight. All right. Get my dice out here. And then I'll have to get my, where is my, well, I guess I can roll into this. All right, I don't think, we have anything else left to do, so the scenario book I can put off to the side. The playbook, I don't think, well, I might need it. The rules, of course, the charts. And of course, with this introductory map, you have the charts and everything available on the map. And they are very beneficial that they did that, but the other maps will not have these charts. So this is just to get someone started in the game, to learn the rules and how the system all works. Shout out. And we're going to get started here, 18 minutes in, and we're going to get started. So I'm not going to go too much over all the rules and so forth, because you can look back at some of my earlier videos, or even find videos online. I know that I've seen a video with Kai that is actually very instructive, and she's actually explaining how to play the 29th, this newest version. So I wish I probably need to hook up my mic to but maybe I could get rid of that noise. All right, so let's get started. The Germans are on the opposite side of the map over there. And there they are. And so we need to decide what they want to do, which they want to move. They need to move because they need to move to take advantage of their movement, advanced movement here, opportunity. Okay, they're getting to move first, or choose an order first. So, okay. So over on the order matrix, 3 is a move for the Germans, okay? It's 4 for the U.S. Okay, so they're not identical, okay? The order matrix for each army, okay? It's based on their strategy and how each army handled different situations. All right, so the first thing, excuse me, is I'm going to pick this 3 cube, okay, and I'll move it over here to the side, okay, for move. Okay, so that costs 3. So that means I have to move this three places, okay, boxes, toward toward the U.S. initiative track. So we go to 0, 1, and 2. Okay, which means the U.S. player will get the next order. Okay, now the next thing I have to look at over here, okay, is I've got to move. I want to move now. Now, if I activate anyone just like it is now, it's going to cost me 2 for each unit that I activate to move. Okay. That would really push the initiative on the U.S. player's side. So what I want to do is I want to drop one of these command markers. Okay. And it'll be on the mission command side. That always, when you initially put it down, it goes to the 0 side, which means that it doesn't cost anything to activate units they've got to be within 2. So I'm going to put it right there. Now that allows every unit that's within 2 hexes of that marker to be activated at 0 initiative. Okay. So let's get started here. So once they're fairly close, we've got this one here and this one here. Now, if we take a look, these trees will block line of sight. And we also have the bocage. So when a unit gets there, okay, they're in sight. They're in sight there. They go to there, they're no longer, let's see, they're no longer in sight. So they're only going to be able, then of course they can't see anything over here until you, okay, past this main intersection here. So, in this armored car, okay, AP is 10, range is 7. Okay, you can fire 2 to 3 times the distance, so up to 21 hexes, but you're going to be rolling D6s. Okay, at double 14, you're going to be rolling D8s. So, but they can fire. No one else is going to be able to fire. We do have a machine gun here. They've only got a range of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they've got this trees here, woods, that's going to be blocking their line of sight. So the only one that's going to have opportunity to fire will be the armored car. So all right, so they're going to be looking to move to take control of this objective and this objective to start. And of course, this platoon of Stoogs is in this town hex along the road, so they can't turn and go this way. Okay, they've got to go past this hex. They got to go forward, and then to get over this bocage, they've got to make a die roll that could immobilize the Stoogs. So they don't want to go there. They're going to want to go along the road to get over there. So they've been ordered to take and hold these objectives, take control of the road for future movement and attacks. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to flip over units that are going to be moving, that are going to be activating. Okay, so I'll just flip all of them over here. These are all flipped over for free. There's no initiative cost for activating these because we have this command here. So the only one that's going to cost anything will be this machine gun over here. The machine gun is out of command. Now I could use, I've got 2 command markers. I could use this other command. But if I do, then I'm going to have a turn where I won't have any command, and it's going to cost me 2 initiative. Even when I'm trying to do some offensive fire, so forth, return fire. So those command markers are very vital in the execution of your fighting unit's ability to react and move and accomplish their objectives, their goals. So let's get started. I'm going to start with this rifle platoon. Okay, it's a platoon. All right. And they are going to cut across toward this hex. Okay. They have a movement of 10. That's what this is. If you flip it over, see, there's no movement there. No. Is that right? Let me check that. Something doesn't look right there. That's their that's not their move, that's their morale. That's their defense. Okay. 4 is their move. Okay, that's the one in the middle here. And usually it's like, well, I guess they don't color. I wonder how that, oh, okay. When I flip him over, it's colored. I was going to say, it should be colored. Okay, so on that side, that's the movement, 6. Okay, it's got, leg movement is in a green box. So on the other side, it's the rate of fire. Okay, so on this side, that 4 is rate of fire. We'll talk about that later. And this L is special ability. It's a light machine gun that they could use. Okay. So on this side, there is no movement factors. Okay, they're not activated. Flip them over, now they're activated. Okay, they're not going to have opportunity fire when they're active. All right. All right, so he's got a 6. Okay, so he's in this hex. 1, 2, 3. Okay, to go over the bocage to cross that hex side for leg units is 2. So 4, 5, 6. So he's going to end up right there, which is close. Okay, and then he flips back over. All right, now this individual Stug, okay, is moving up the road. And if they travel along the road, each hex is only half a movement point. So half, 1.5, that's 1, 1.5. Now he gets right there, and this is where the US player would say, wait, opportunity fire. So, if I can do it with this. Okay, so we're fired there. And there's our target. So we've got this armored car, okay, that's going to use its AP to fire at that Stug. Okay, that's a 10. Okay, range is 7. Rate of fire is 3. So they could become spent if at any time when you roll the dice while firing, if you roll a 3, 2, or 1, or 0, you're going to have the unit's going to be spent. Okay. Also, the other thing is hindrance. Hindrance, if you roll the hindrance number or less, then the shot's just lost. So we've got a strength of 10, range of 7. Okay. The other thing is we have to look at the arc, the firing arc. Now this unit has a circle, which means it has a turret, and so it can have 360-degree firing arc. So, but of course there's a detriment if they are going to fire behind them or off to the side that's not in their arc. Okay, and should have a picture of the arc. Yeah, here we go. So here's the arc. All right, and you can see clearly the target is in the arc. Okay, so its arc is actually here, 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 goes out to here, 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 and keeps going. So they don't have the special action. They don't have a special action. So it's just going to be 10 at range. Let's see what the range is. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12. And we're going to have this bocage, which is a hindrance of 5. So 12, we're going to go down to 8. So we've got to roll, because it's long range, we've got to roll, we don't get the D10s, we get the D8s. So, all right, so Bacage is 5. Rate of fire is 3. Okay, let's see what happens. Ooh, I rolled double ones. Okay, so the shot's lost and the unit is spent. So the unit cannot fire any more during this order. So, horrible roll. Take these off. And we can just move the units. We don't have to worry about anybody else firing. Okay. Now, the other thing is, when you're doing this, you need to maybe use a counter over here. You've got this attack total, okay, that you could use. But you could also use it for keeping track of how much movement a unit has made. So, for example, this unit was here, 1, 2, half, 1, 1.5. So, we'll just go to 1. And then you can get like another, or even a dice. You could do a 12-sided dice. Okay. So he's got 12. Okay. So we're going down. Okay. So we go half, 1, 1.5. So he's going down. So now he's got 11. See, actually, he would be at 10.5. So there's the half, and this would be 10. So it just tells us right there that he's used, he's got 10.5 left movement. Okay. So now this is 2. Don't need that now. 2, 3, 2.5, 3, 3.5. Let me get over here. 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5. Okay. You don't want to get too far ahead of his infantry. And he wants somewhere, he wants to get over here. Okay, so now he's going to have to so actually he's gone 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, he's used 5. So now he's going to come off of the road. Okay, and so open ground for track is just 1. So this will be 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Oh, gotta back up. Wow, look where he got. Now he's going to be able to fire at, and we flip him back over, at any incoming units right in this area. All right, so now let's go back to the rest of them. Okay, and we could just move them right along as we go here. So this command, I'm going to take it with this Stug. Okay, this guy here is going to cut across again. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we flip him over. So we flip him. What happened here? Flip him over. All right, and then this command is going to stay with. See, I'm going to move this machine gun. Okay. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. Flip him over. I want to keep that there. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 5. Okay, so right there, we want to deploy. Oh, well, there it is. How about that? There, I just found my counter I was missing. It's right there. So I got to get another one of these. Well, yeah, because this back here is where he's got to be. He's got to be back there. Okay, so let me get another one of the Stugs. So I found my counter. There's the solution. Now we got to find where I have them at. There's one. Well, now I can put the other one back. Well, I'm glad I found it. There's only one. So this one goes here. And then this one here is going back in my box here. There's quite a few more counters in this new edition. Now, one of the things that I wish they had done different was the color. Okay, you see the color in the two tanks? Okay, this is Russian. This is German. Okay, yeah. And when they're on the map, sometimes it's hard to tell. You know, if you're, I guess if you're colorblind, I don't know, maybe it's not, you're not going to be able to tell the difference. But I don't know, maybe outline, well, maybe put a little red or something somewhere on the counter to distinguish. I know I had a little bit of issue with that. You know, us guys with older eyes, we struggle. So, all right. So I'm glad I found that counter. And I knew it had to be either I had misplaced it or that, you know, I just missed it or something. So, all right. So let's see. I think we went here. We went 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5. So we want to get on the other side. Excuse me. To be able to put a lot of pressure on the Americans. So that's 5. So we're going to go 6. And we're coming off the road now. 6, 7, 8. Well, actually, we could go, let's see, that's 5. We could go 6, 7, 7.5, 8.5. Right there. What's that woods cost? 2. Yeah, I can't get into the woods. They have to be in column. Okay. All right. So now we've got these last remaining units back here. So we've got this unit here, machine gun. So they're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, what's this rough cost? 4. Let's see, yeah, 4, 5, 6. They're going to go into that rough. Oops, couldn't see that, could you? Do it again. He's here, so he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into that rough. And so he's finished. All right, now this command marker is here. They're in column, but we've got this rifleman here. They're going to go, these riflemen in this hex are actually, they're going to go up to here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or we could go right here. That's 4. And they go 5, 6. So we're in the woods. All right, and then we have the platoon of Stoogs back there. And I want to split them up. So I'm just going to split them up. But I can't. Well, they're in column, but that you can only have one. Let's see, in a hex in a town, I think you can only have stacking. Oh, okay. Yeah, you could have 3 squads. So yeah. So I'm going to deploy. So that takes this counter off, okay, which is a platoon. And it brings in these 3, okay. You can have 3, one squad, 1 platoon or 3 squads. All right, so so this one here is going to go up the road 1, 2. Let's back up. 2, 2, 3. Off-road now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. And turn there like that. All right. The next one should have got probably right there. The next one, 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, and then go off-road. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Now the last one is going to pick up the command marker, and you can do that. The command markers can be picked up if a unit passes through the hex, or if the command marker is already stacked with them, then they can just carry it. So we want to move the command forward. So we go here to pick it up. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 6. Okay. I'm going to end up having to use a command to move my infantry here in a little bit. So he goes to there, and that's where he's stopping with command. So units that'll be able to be activated, oops, flip this guy back over, will be this one and this one and this one. They're within command range. This one here is out of command, so it would cost 2 initiative points. So, all right, so that's the end of that order. So take the cube, go over there. Now if we look, the initiative peg is on the U.S. player's side. Okay, on number 2. Let's move this here. So they now get to choose an order. If we take a look, let's get over here where we can take a look. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Okay, we've got division support. We can draw 4 assets. Sniper, we can change the sniper. The sniper's already on our side. When you do the sniper, then once you do the sniper, okay, which is just basically turning the sniper token over to your side, then you can do anything that's below it. Okay, so you're basically playing 9 for the sniper, and then you do something underneath. Regiment support, 3 assets. Assault, move and fire with activated units. They only move at half speed, and they can spend 1 movement to fire once. Battalion support, that's 2 assets. Advance, that's moving into an adjacent hex and then they have to stop. No return fire or op fire allowed. We've got move. We've got rally, don't need to do that. We've got fire, can't do that. And then we've got play one asset. So, you know, one thing we could do is we could conduct an artillery barrage and turn it into smoke. So I think that's what they want to do. They want to use this. Okay. And that's basically to provide cover so that they can move and try to move in to do something about these tanks, these Sturgis. So, all right, so we take the 1, set it over here. That cost 1. So now we're still on the U.S. player's side, so they're going to get another order. Okay, but first we're going to use this light mortars. All right, so we need to take a look, all right, at the barrage procedure. So let's pull back, take a look here. All right, so we just need the line of sight of a fresh U.S. infantry unit. So we got plenty of them here, okay, that can see anywhere in this area. All right, one of the dangers will be this infantry trying to move up against these Sturgis. So we've got to try to do something about that. All right, so let's see, place the SR-224. Oh, place SR, which is our spotting round. Okay, so we place the SR 2 to 24 hexes away and in line of sight of a fresh U.S. infantry unit, not in melee. So we could put it here. All right, that might help. I think we're going to try to go there. All right, so we now have to roll. Where is my... Now, here's all the stuff right here. I just need to put it somewhere else so I can use this dice thing here. Let's see. Let's go over here. Okay, let's get this. All right, I'm going to use this. All right, so right here, this tells us everything that we need to do. And so right here, okay, we select one hex. Number 1, we select one hex. We did that, and then we make an accuracy roll. All right, so here's the accuracy grid. Okay, the central hex below indicates the intended target hex. The 1 hex is then oriented in the direction of the map's 1 hex row. Okay, so the 1 hex row is that, like that. Okay, so we roll 1 die 20. That's the blue one. We're just knocking that out, aren't we? All right, so let's see what happens. Oh, okay, we got a 4. Now, we do get to add 12, okay? So that becomes a 16. Because some barrage assets allow the active player to place smoke. So I guess I can't. So I'd have to actually, what I'd want to do is I'd want to try to hit one of the units. And this one here is out in the open. So that's what we're going to do. We have to put it on there and maybe get a, I don't know, something that keeps them from being able to see what's going on. All right, so I got a 16, so we got to turn this like this, okay? And a 16, we'll put it right there, okay? So it just gets moved one to right there. That's where it goes. That's where it landed. Now, it also will attack the 6 adjacent hexes. Okay, so we got light mortars. The morale of this unit, and it also attack this unit. So all the 6 hexes that surround. So I've got my little cubes now. This is where it lands. And one more, where's another red one? There it is. So right there. All right, so light mortars. Okay, so we've got a Stug. So they're going to have it's a 33. So you look here. Okay, you find the artillery light mortars, and then we go find the affected piece, which is the Stug, Jagdpanzer, okay, and we go down here, and it's going to be 33. Okay. Okay, so they've got 0 cover. All right, we're rolling 2 die 20. And I guess you could, because they were out in the open moving. Let's see. Well, I would have had to play it maybe while they were moving. They're stopped now. So it's just going to be a 0 cover. So we've got 33. So we've got to roll higher. 33. Let's see it. Let's see. Yeah, 33 or higher. All right, we got 25. All right, so didn't do anything there. Okay, so we can remove this one, all of these. The only other one that's going to have an effect is that one right there. All right, so here we go. And that's a Stug too, so. That's 25, so okay, no effect. We tried. So, and then this, we just move it over here. All right, so that's, okay, I can remove this spent because that order already finished. So now we go back to the order matrix over here. This one is gone. The cube, okay, is on 1 US. Okay, so they get another order activation. And they want to move. They don't want to just stay here where they're at. They've got to move. So I don't know if I have to, I guess, with that acid, I already paid for it. So I don't guess I have to have a infantry unit have to activate. That would be 2. I have to look that up. Okay, so we're going to move. Okay, so move this over. Let's see, we might want to, I think what we want to do is no, we're not wanting to move. We're going to want to assault. That's where we can fire by spending 1 movement point, but then we only get to move half. I don't know if we want to do that, but we got to, these guys are out in the open down here. So we got to move. I think we just have to move. Could have returned fire, but they just weren't about moving. So thing is, we need to be able to fire. So we're going to have to assault. We've got to move and then be able to fire with our armor. So we're going to have to do the assault. So the assault is what we're going to do. So we have to move this 7 spaces toward the German side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That gives them 6. All right. Now we have to decide who we're activating. Okay. Get this straight. That's good. All right. All right, so we want to use this. Okay. So it's not going to give any more initiative to the Germans. And this would be the place to put it. The U.S. has a command range of 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So they can use that 1 to put everybody in command. So we're going to flip them all over. Just like so. Okay. So that can expend. Okay, we're going with this one here. So, all right, so that unit there, that can expend 1 movement point, and they're only going to be able to move half. So they're at 19. So that would be 9. They can move 9. So they can spend 1. They could move and then fire, or they could fire right now. As soon as they move, they're going to get fired on. So, let's see. What I say he's got 9. Could use the 10-sided dice. He's only got 9. All right, so let's see here. If we, he can fire at him right now. But when he moves, so I think if he moves here, though, he doesn't have. Neither of them do because of this. Maybe not, though. Let's take a look. Yeah, he's going through that woods. Both of them are. Okay. All right, so that's half. So, okay. He's expended half of his just half a point. Now, this unit here has clear line of sight, and he's going to fire. So he's got opportunity fire. So he's within 2 hexes of this mission command marker. So that's a free activation. That doesn't cost anything, any initiative. So, okay, he's in the open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's within his range of 9. That's 19. He is in the process of moving, so he's going to have a -1 to his defense. There's no hindrance. Well, there's always a hindrance of 1. Okay, so we'll need to roll D10s. All right, so I need to take this one and replace it with the 8. There we go. All right, so here we go. So this unit is firing. So this is the target. And he's got 19. Okay, ooh. Roll 2 9s. That's 18. That's going to be 37. 37. Wow. 37. Can't really see that dice, can you? I got plenty of dice here. $37. All right, defense-wise, this unit. Okay. Did we do that right? Yeah. His defense, let's see, his armor is 13, okay, from the front, but it's 12 from the rear. So he's got 13. He's going to have to subtract 1 because he's in the open and moving. So that's going to be 12. Okay, so he's going to have a defense of 12. A 7, that's going to be 19. So he's going to take a hit. So that's what we have here. And I really want to put these in like a bag instead of having them in this here. I don't know if this will probably work. Here we go. All right. So here's our bag. Pull one out. And stunned. Can't fire or move. Okay. So he stopped dead in his tracks. All right. Next. We're in trouble. His rate of fire was a 4. I rolled 2 9s. So this unit here, bring out our infantry. We're going to have to split these guys up. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. All right, we'll start with this guy. He wants to try to get some cover. Okay, get to these locations. But okay, we're going to start with this machine gun over here. So 1, 2. Okay. Now, he has line of sight. This, of course, would be a hindrance of 5. We don't want to waste our fire on this machine gun. So that's 1, 2, 3. Okay, now he could possibly fire right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's going to tell him to stop. And this Stug is going to use their machine guns to fire on this machine gun crew. So we've got 10. We're just rolling base 10. He's moving in the open, so that's going to be a -1 to his defense. Oops. Oh, we rolled a 1 and a 2. Jeez. So it's lost in the hindrance of, always a hindrance of 1. And then, of course, he's going to be spent. So I don't think we really wanted that. Let's see, what are the spent markers? Here they are. All right, so he's spent. It's kind of a waste there. All right. So he had gone 1, 2, 3. Okay. With him spent 3. They can get right up there on him. 3. He's just going to go into there. 4, 5. He's going into there. Okay. This guy here is going into here. This 50 cal is going to wait, I think. So we've got this unit here. One. So they moved 1. And they're getting fired on. Okay. So this unit here has a 10 HE fire. All right. Range of 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And he's firing through rough. Okay, it's a hindrance of 2. And it'll give him a cover of 1. So he'll be at 10, which is even with what's being fired on him. Oh, we got a 14. That's a 24. So we've got 24. Okay. Now he's got to fire, or he's going to try to use his defense. So he's at 9. Okay. His cover is 1. No. Well, cover through, I guess, it's only going to be if he's in the rough. He's not in the rough. He's in the open. So it's going to be a -1. Hindrance was 2. Okay. So he's going to have an 8. And we rolled 10. That's 18. So that's going to be less than this. So he takes a hit. So he's suppressed, which means he can't fire, but he can keep moving. Okay, so that's 2. Well, actually, okay, we can go back here. This guy can fire too. He fired, now he could fire. Well, why not? Both of these guys can fire. So, still have the same numbers. Oh, we rolled a 1. So that's lost. Plus, he's spent. So he can't fire anymore during this movement. All right, so now he can move to here. Okay, he can fire again. It's like, well, do we want to save that for the armor? 6 and 7 is 13. That's 23. Okay, his defense is 8. Oh, he got a 3 and a 2. That's 5. He takes another hit. So that means they've got to lose. We've got to split these guys up. Okay. So that unit is lost. Put him over there. And so these guys. Now I think I take this off. Let me check the rule book though. All right, so 331 is going to tell us what to do in the rules. Okay. All right, so we have a unit elimination. When a platoon is eliminated, it is replaced in sex with 2 squads of the same name. in both the same fire arc. The owning player places the hit marker that was on the balloon onto one of the replacement squads. Replacement squads themselves are never affected by the same attack. If there's a spent marker on the platoon, place a spent marker on both resulting squads. Okay. So we do have to keep that suppression marker. So, he's taking all the fire. He's only moved two hexes, 2 movements. He's still got 4 left. But no, he doesn't. He's only got 3 left. Because we're doing a assault. So he could move 1 more, and that's it. All right, so he's going to go there. So they only have half their movement. He could have fired, but he doesn't have anything. Well, he does have the bazooka over here, but I think I have to. We're not close enough for that. All right, so now let's go over here. We're going to have to split this, deploy these tanks. Okay, these Shermans, M4A1s. So we're going to split them up into squads. It gives us I think a better shot, a better chance. They're all in column, but once they leave this hex, which is a village hex, no, it's just a woods hex, then they can come out of that. So, okay. So the top one moves to here. They have a movement of 6. And they've used 1. So now they got 5 left. Now right here, they're not in line of sight. But once they move again, they will be. If he moves there, he's not in line of sight of these, but he is of that one. So he's going to move to there. And this one's opening up. Now this one over here, that's actually costing. I didn't do that. That was a mistake. This one here has fired twice, so that's 4. I got to move that over there because this one is firing. He's out of command range. Okay, glad I picked that up. Okay, so he's going to fire here. Okay, So he's got 19. He's in the open. All right, so we got 11. Okay, his spent is 4, so that's okay. So we've got 11 plus 19, that's going to be 30. Okay, the defense over here is 21. He's moving in the open, so now that's going to be 20. So 30 and 20 just needs 10. And he got 12. So he's safe. So he can now do his one fire. It's at a minus 1 on dice. So we go from a D10 to a D8. Okay, he'll do it. So now he's going to fire at the Stug. Okay. 6. Well, that's not going to be very good. He's got 16, that's 22. He's got 21. So he's going to roll more than that. There it is. So that was not effective. Now he can return fire. He was fired on. He can return fire. So he's going to. All right, so we've got 13 plus 19. That's going to be, what, 32? Okay. Defense is 21, but it's minus, well, yeah, minus 1, so 20. And he only got 4. So he's going to take a hit. See what happens. The other thing is, did I spend 2 for this guy over here? Stunned. Okay, so he can't move or do anything. I don't know if I spent 2 over here. I think I did. Pretty sure I did. Somebody might correct me on that. Okay, this Stug is putting out some pretty accurate fire. Next, so he's done. You gotta flip him over. This guy should have been flipped over. So they're both stunned. Right there. Okay, so now this unit goes to here. So he's got 5 left. And he's going to turn here, which allows this guy to fire. Of course, he's going to hold his fire because it's going to cost 2 initiative for him to fire. All right, so now he's got 4 left. So he goes to here. When he goes to there, this guy can fire on him. Okay. It's 11. That's going to be 30. Okay. He's moving, so his defense is going to be 20. And 20 that's 36. So he survived that. Okay, now he's going to fire. He's now going to fire his assault fire right there. Okay, so he's got 16. 16 plus 12. That's 28. He's got 21. And he rolled 30. So that's 9 plus 21 is 30. So no effect there. Okay. So, well, I guess he could return fire. Oh, he rolled a 1. Okay, so now he's spent. That's going to not be too good there. Let's see, I think if you get so close, oh, assault fire should be minus 1d. Short range. Oh, Jason Hex. And it says I should be firing AP during op fire at minus 1 die. So it'll be firing 8s instead of 10s. I didn't see that. It says new play test. Okay. Okay, but he's already fired. The only unit left can do something is this one. But he's going to have to use initiative to do it. So they're going to have the activation. So I think I just leave him there like that. Okay. So he stops. Now this tank can just roll right on in there. Let's remove that. Okay. So that's 1. Now, when he goes here, well, he could actually go up here. That'd be 2. Well, road movement, he could go, that'd be 1. 1. Okay, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Right there. And fire. Okay, so instead of these 10s, he's got to go with 8s. Seven. That's 23. Yeah, 23. He's going to be able to block that pretty easy. Yeah. So. All right. So he's finished. And now we can move these other guys up, not worry about it. Okay. So, but they can only move 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. He's moving there. Okay, over here, they can move up. The only guy that can fire is this one. And it would cost initiative. This guy here, let's see, we're going to move 1. We could move 1. 2. They could fire. Why not? But it would cost 2. That would, he didn't want to do that. 2, 3. 1, 2. He better stay here. 1, 2. And then this guy here. 1, 2. Well, he's better going here with this tank. All right, so they're finished. Gotta turn these guys over. We got 2 that are, both of these guys are stunned. Like that. Okay, so that's the end of that. And of course, we've removed the spent markers. And it'll be the Germans' order next. So far we've had a squad of riflemen, U.S. riflemen, eliminated. Stop right there.